getting into an NBA topic for today. We're going to list our top 25 players going into the season. So, before I say this, assuming they're healthy, all that crap, you get how it is. Doing this partially because I'm writing an article about this, so make sure you check it out.
One each. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, we could.
Okay.
And then, okay, so we're going to go in order, but then at the end we're both going to list it quickly so I can make a TikTok out of it.
Okay.
So, number 1, we both had Jokic, I believe.
Jokic.
Number 2, I had Giannis.
I had Giannis as well.
Okay. Number 3, I had Luka.
I had Joel Embiid. He's still MVP. I mean, even though he didn't deserve it.
No.
But he's a great basketball player.
We'll see how he does without Harden. He's not going to want to do nothing with him. Number 4, I had Embiid.
Number 4, I had Kevin Durant. I'm high on it.
Elaborate so I can drink some water.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, I feel like it's Kevin Durant. That's all I really got to say. I mean, the guys that I have
I feel like the only problem I have with it is he's the second in MVP rankings on his own team, in my opinion. I think Book. Where did I have Book? Okay, 5 I had Steph Curry just to get through that, so I can get to my next guy.
I also just want to note that I misread it, and I actually have Kevin Durant at 5.
Oh, who's your number 4?
At 4.
Oh, okay. So you had Luke at 4,
yeah.
And then I had Curry at 5. You have KD at 5, and then I had Booker at 6.
I had Jason Tatum at 6.
Over Book?
At this point, I feel like as a power forward,
this is gonna be a segment on its own. Who's better?
if I was building a team, I'd personally rather have Booker. But I mean, Jason Tatum is
this season though.
This was actually a Twitter argument I see a lot.
Yeah,
is
Book versus Tatum? Yeah, it's a really big argument.
Book, and I think he's at this point in time the best shooting guard in the NBA.
Yeah,
but I think Jason Tatum is also very good, like really, really good.
Here's what I'll say on it. I think Tatum is maybe you could give him leverage as the better actual player, on the court player because he rebounds.
I mean,
but as a leader and just how he plays and what he does in the playoffs, Book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's
it's fair. I think we can agree on that. Then
that's
I guess
where I get it from. Is good
segment. Good
yeah,
that's a good little part.
So yeah, Jason Tatum is my 6.
Okay, I had Jason Tatum at my 7.
Okay,
so he's right behind Book for me.
My 7, I have Stephen Curry.
Okay,
so we were pretty close.
It was pretty weird. My list is really valid, and the fact that Book and Tatum are 6 and 7 really shows the future of the league is starting.
I mean, I wouldn't.
It really
say
does.
Future because
no, they've been in the league. Book's been in the league, but it's just starting it's kind of ending the old era. Tatum's gonna carry it on, and now just the Suns team in general.
Getting into where LeBron's at on their list.
LeBron, I had LeBron at 8.
You had LeBron at 8?
Yeah, LeBron's right after them.
Did you already say your 7?
Yeah, Jason Tatum. Oh, you didn't. My bad.
My 7 was Stephen Curry.
Oh, yeah, okay. And then, 8 LeBron.
8 LeBron. Okay, I had Devin Booker at 8.
Oh, you had Book. Okay. So you put Book over Shea for sure then?
Yeah,
okay. That's fair, honestly. I don't disagree.
100%.
I had Shea at 9, though.
I had Damian Lillard at 9.
Okay. I completely can agree with that. That's fair. They're interchangeable for me, but Shea, I think, is just going to have better stats.
Shea's going to be very good this year. I have him as my 3rd in MVP.
Oh, really?
There's a good chance if he plays better than that, there's a good chance he does win MVP.
Yeah, for sure. I had Dame at my 10, so right after you had him. And then
so my 10, I had LeBron.
Okay, that's fair, honestly. He could show some age this year. Yeah, never know, but I don't see it.
I mean,
I can't imagine him showing age. I just don't see it ever happening.
He's still going to be really good. I mean, of course, I have him at 10, and you got to keep in mind the top 15 NBA players are not that far apart.
Yeah, no.
So I have him at 10.
It's pretty crazy.
I mean, he's really good, but he's not 2018 LeBron where he was.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I agree.
Close to anybody being.
I think he's still going to average a good 27, 28, and they're going to make a far run. I really think so.
About 24,
25. Okay. I think he could just no one expected him to average what he did last year, and he had 28 or something like that. So it's pretty good. And then, speaking of those teammates, I had Anthony Davis at 11.
At 11.
Yeah.
I had Shea at 11.
Okay. I can agree with that. And then I had KD at 12.
KD at 12?
Yeah.
So there really is a difference between us.
I think he's one of the top MVP candidates. He's one of my top 2 dark horse with Book. I think on my list I actually had both of them for top 3. So yeah, they're in my top 3. But
believe you did.
MVP is not best player in the world. It's most valuable to their team.
That's true.
And KD's the best player.
I mean, that's why I have Shea at 11.
Yeah, that's fair for sure.
And then my 12, I had Anthony Davis.
Okay, I had. Oh, wait, I said KD.
Yeah.
My 13, I had Ant.
That's.
It is a hot take, but he's going to be one of the best players this season.
Okay, that's definitely a hot take.
He's taking a leap this year.
Quite a bit lower than you.
That's fair.
But
and it could be true, but that's supposed to be a hot take. I really think he could take a huge leap this year, and we're getting hella segments out of this.
Yeah. 13, I had Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
I think he's still going to be really good, even though he's aging. But I don't see him showing that.
I have him barely lower than you, so it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And then my 14, I had De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. I would say that's
crazy.
A tiny bit high, but I don't.
It is a little bit high.
Much lower.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's what some people were saying, is that it was a little bit high, but I think he's gonna just Kings are going back to the playoffs for sure.
He's definitely a very good point guard. Definitely top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I'd even argue top 3, to be honest.
I wouldn't go that far yet, but after the season, he will probably end up being there.
It just depends who you consider a point guard, I guess.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And then who did you have at 14?
At 14, I had Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
I'm still high
That's
on
a little bit high for him.
I feel
Not
like
really, though.
I feel like he's really good, but I don't know how he's going to work in that cap system. And there's probably a good chance he gets traded this year.
Yeah, I wonder where he'd go, though.
I really do like that Cavs team. They're set up really well.
They're set up. They just need to win.
Yeah. I mean, they got like 4th seed last year, I guess. But,
yeah,
I mean,
but they sold hard.
Yeah.
They weren't a
Lost
good
to a
playoff
not
team.
very good Knicks team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's definitely a part of it.
Yeah.
You can get it.
My 15, I had Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray, okay.
I think he's finally playing in the regular season, and coming off of this postseason, he's got to be good.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even have Jamal Murray on here. He's very good, but
it's pretty crazy.
he's probably like 26 in my book.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay.
There's a few guys like just health coming into mind. Like it makes.
No, yeah,
like,
that's fair. But we're kind of
guess.
assuming healthy though.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm just like, if they have a really bad track history, like, I definitely docked guys like Kawhi Leonard.
I did too, honestly.
I don't expect them to come out looking like 2019.
I put in guys who I really do think are going to end up playing this season, though. Like, even considering injuries, I don't think Kawhi and PG are, even with the new rule, so that's why they're not on here. PG would have been on here already.
PG's close up on my list, actually. Okay. I feel like PG's a very good player.
Did you say your 15 yet, or no?
My 15 is Ja Morant. Even with his issues.
I couldn't put him on my list, bro.
You couldn't put him on this list?
I couldn't. I really
couldn't. He's only missing 25 games.
Still.
But he's a very good point guard.
He is, but I just don't see him doing the same stuff, even like...
I don't see how he could.
I just see a regress.
It's not like he had an injury.
No, but...
His injury
I don't know. I'm not big on him in the first place, so... He would be in like my top 30 probably, but not
I just feel like a guy that was all-NBA... Was he all NBA?
I don't think so.
I believe he was all NBA first team.
Not first team.
He was at least second team. Let me double check.
He might have. I think he was third team, if anything. I don't think he was second team.
It wasn't last year. It was the year before, I think.
But
let me see. Let me check his accolades. But you can carry on.
At 16, I had Jimmy Butler. So, pretty far down.
Okay.
He's just not like
second team.
Okay.
2022.
Yeah, I just don't see him doing that. Especially now.
Was that your 15 or your 16?
My 16th was Jimmy Butler.
My 16 is Kyrie Irving. I feel like he's still going to be very good, but I don't know.
It was hard for me not to put him on my list, but I just couldn't over some of these players. Like
that's fair. Honestly, I thought about that one a lot, and honestly, in hindsight, I probably would lower him a little bit, but like, I think that he's going to be better than he was last year. If he,
yeah, for sure.
I think this is like
it's gonna be a good year.
He realizes that his legacy is kind of on the line right now.
Yeah,
because his current, I'm not even like his current accolades. He's not a Hall of Famer.
I would say he's for sure Hall of Famer just
he
on impact alone, like on stuff like that. I mean, he doesn't have the craziest stats.
All-Star appearances. Like,
but people are gonna say Dame's a Hall of Famer.
Well, Dame hasn't missed the All-Star game since he was a rookie.
Yeah, but
I mean, he's probably there's a good chance he gets a ring this year too. So I mean, like
maybe, but I'd rather have a ring than All-Star appearances.
He also has significantly better scoring stats.
Yeah, we've had this argument before.
Yeah. I'm not gonna back down on that. But
I already provided enough evidence.
You didn't provide any evidence.
17th, Donovan Mitchell for me.
Okay,
I had him
Donovan
a little
Mitchell.
lower. He's not gonna be like crazy this year.
Yeah, that's fair. My 17, I had Paul George. I
Okay.
feel like unless like catastrophic injury happens, I don't really see anything happening. He's been fairly reliable for that Clippers team.
Yeah, at times.
I mean, he's took him way farther into the playoffs several times than they should have with that team.
Yeah,
So
that's
I mean,
true.
I think that Paul George is truly one of the most underrated players of our generation. So
Yeah, he is for sure.
I mean,
a lot of people hate on him. It's
great
just it's
defender.
crazy to me.
I mean,
Pacers Paul George was
Pacers Paul George
one of the
highlights. You would
craziest
think
players
he's
I've ever
literally the
watched.
best basketball
Yeah.
player that's ever played. But I mean, a part of it is he does like dumb stuff sometimes. He shoots bad
Yeah.
shots.
he does take a lot of
tells
shots.
people
he
that
shouldn't.
they take bad shots when they hit 40-footers and
I know.
to win a series.
Dame, yeah.
But
18th, I
yeah.
had Trey Young. I
um,
think they'll
this
have
one
a decent season.
it really depends on whether or not he plays or gets traded or whatever
I'm
situation.
hoping I hear who I want to hear.
James Harden.
No.
Who are you talking about?
He's my number 25. You'll see.
Okay.
But no, I was gonna put Harden on my list. But
I completely understand. I
don't-
really thought
I don't
about just
know.
taking him off
Yeah,
for his
I don't know
off-season
about
antics.
him. He's.
Yeah.
I love James Harden. I've been a James Harden fan, but it's hard to watch him now on the internet, especially.
Yeah.
Like he's cringy.
Daryl Morey
Is a liar. I'll probably put that.
That's good right there.
Um, At 19, I had Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton.
He's
You
just-
have him
he's
a
different.
little bit higher than me, but not that much higher than me.
His points and assists per game, averaging a
He's
double-double with that,
really
is
good.
pretty
I mean,
crazy.
he doesn't have like. He has the abilities of a star,
Yeah.
but he isn't
I
marketed
see like
one.
a 24-5-11 season for him.
Really?
honestly.
I don't know about that
I
high
really
on
do.
points. I would say he probably goes 20 flat with like 12 assists a
could.
game.
Yeah,
Which would be
Which is possible,
disgusting.
yeah.
It was just like MVP numbers in like 2005, but
yeah. That's true.
he would have got that MVP over Nash twice.
That's true, actually.
No, the only reason Nash got those MVPs is because he like won like 60 games 2 years
Yeah.
in a row with a horrible team.
That is true. And then who'd you have for
My
19?
19, I had De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
Self-explanatory.
pretty low,
I mean,
yeah.
besides like you could argue he's higher, but I mean,
Yeah.
the highest I would place him is like 16. So.
That's fair. 20. I did notice while I was making this, like a decent amount of the players are teammates, which is kind of funny
Yeah.
because there's just so many super teams.
Uh-huh.
Number 20, I had Jaylen Brown.
Okay,
If
I had him
he's
a little
not
bit
super
lower.
ball dominant and knows his place, he could end up
Yeah,
top
if he doesn't
one in his
fall off the
position,
face of the
top
earth in
two.
the playoffs and
Yeah,
learns
but
how to dribble with his
I was
left
gonna
hand.
say, yeah. So
He
it's,
might be
that
a
one's
little
kind
bit
of
higher.
self-explanatory. He could be higher, could be lower.
I had
Depends on how
Kawhi
he
at
does.
my 20.
Okay.
I just feel like even though we haven't really seen him, until we
Yeah.
see him and he's
He's-
bad,
he's
I can't
crazy
say
when he
he's really
plays.
bad. Like I
Yeah.
can't say he's not like top
That's fair.
25.
But the problem is seeing
doesn't
him,
play.
like you were saying earlier, so that's why he's not
Yeah.
on there for me. 21, I had Mikal Bridges. Self-explanatory, one of
okay.
the best,
That's good.
the best two-way player in the league.
I
and
wanted
he's
to
gonna
rank
have
him,
crazy
but-
year in nets.
He isn't far off. I would probably put him in my like.
He could have been higher for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You're really high on him. I like
He's
him
really
a lot,
good.
but I mean, at this current point, he hasn't shown
At this
enough to
current
show
point,
that he's top
not
25.
yet, yeah. But
But,
he's going to, I think.
So my 21, I had Anthony Edwards. I'm not as high on him as you are,
Yeah.
but
No.
he's very good. He's still up and coming.
I have a
He's a great
13.
shooting guard.
Yeah. I just think he was being
I think
crazy
he's
this summer. dude.
Very clearly gonna be like, I don't know. We're thinking back, like who's in his division?
I don't even know.
Because he would be the best shooting guard in that division by far,
Probably,
right?
yeah.
Because I mean, like, no, I guess Shea's in that division. So never mind.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Even though it makes 0 sense for Shea to be in that division. Like that
I know.
OKC
He
should
should-
be playing with
let's
like
just
the
switch.
Mavericks and the
Yeah.
Rockets
They could, and
and
they
the
would
Spurs.
win, too, probably. 22, I had Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
He's like Mikal Bridges with less defense and better offense, and he's just really good.
Yeah, I get it.
And
Like
he's-
just like I
Just his
would
size,
compare
the
him
way he
physically
plays
more
for
to
his
like
size.
KD.
I was
but, like,
literally just about to say his play style is like KD, and he's not far off in like stats and stuff, probably, honestly. So I could see him being even higher, maybe, because just depending how this team plays, I'm gonna get into the rest in a little bit, but
okay.
depending how that team plays, they could be crazy.
My 22 was Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
He's really good, and I mean, I was just saying he was coming up. There's a good chance he goes like 20 and 10 at the very least. I think he did like 19 and 11, right? This year?
No, he had 20 and 10.
24
and 10.
24 and 10 this year?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I would put him in my article earlier. He had 24 and 10.
That's insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I lowballed him. Maybe I should have put him a little bit.
That's what I was saying. Like 25, 5, and 11 isn't.
Yeah.
Like a
to be
crazy
fair,
thing.
he does play for the Pacers. So
yeah.
It's not like he gets a lot of media attention for
but
that.
especially coming off a contract year.
Yeah.
That changes players.
That was a part of it. There's a good chance his numbers are lower coming off of a contract.
I think
year.
he could be better coming off.
But I mean, he's young.
Yeah.
So it's different. So I mean,
so we'll see.
Going out for rookie deal.
That's fair then.
Yeah.
23. I had Sabonis.
Sabonis. Okay.
I think
we're pretty close.
they're gonna have a pretty good year again, and he had really good stats last year, like ridiculous stats. Best rebounder, along with 20 something points a game and decent. I think like 6 assists. It's crazy. So
my 23 is Jaylen Brown. I mean,
okay.
He's very good.
I think he'll be better than Kawhi this season.
Especially if you play fantasy basketball.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna try to get some of these guys on my list.
And,
yeah.
I mean,
control issues.
He reportedly punched a vase and cut his hand in the playoffs. So I mean, there's part of that.
Yeah.
Or right before the playoffs or something like that.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't help because
he's gonna be a hit or miss player 100% this. Yeah.
If you
oh
mess up
yeah.
your right hand and you can't dribble with your left hand, you're useless. So I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know how you make it to the NBA without the ability to dribble with your left hand.
I know.
But I mean, that makes it kind of impressive.
He's still pretty good though. So.
If you don't have the ball handling skills of a high school basketball player, but you made it to the NBA, you're doing something right, I guess.
Yeah. Connections.
You can get to your 24.
I had Jaren Jackson Jr. Coming off a defensive player of the year. They always play better.
30,
and then I think he's going to score a lot better with Ja being gone and D Rose being smarter than Ja and passing the ball a lot.
Yeah.
I think he'll have a really good.
They do the best they do without Ja.
I think 100% they're going to. They went ahead such better stats without Ja.
22 and 4.
Something like that. Yeah, I think it was like 27 and 3 actually or something. Dude, honestly, it wouldn't be the craziest thing ever.
My 24 is Domantas Sabonis.
Okay, so he's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like,
pretty self-explanatory on him, honestly. And then 25, assuming he's healthy, which I do think he's going to be this year, Zion.
Okay.
I think if he actually plays the whole season, I don't think he'll play. What was that? I don't think he'll play the whole season, but if he were to actually play the full season and Zion was in for like 60 games, he could end up being top 10, maybe top 5, because I think he would dominate Jokic even if he was actually playing full games. I don't think that's a crazy. I don't think it's the craziest take.
It's a bad take, but it's definitely a hot take.
Because Jokic, he's big, but Zion's also damn near 275 with like pure muscle at this point. Yeah, I think it's higher even.
He touched 300.
And we've seen him preseason so far, and we saw what he did rookie year. Like, he's scary if he plays.
Yeah, he is. So. I mean, you saw his preseason highlights, right?
Yeah, he looks scary, dude.
Okay, my 25, I'm going to go ahead and say Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
Good defensive player of the year candidate.
He is, yeah. He's a top 3 lock, I
feel
think.
like it's self-explanatory. You could even technically argue higher, but I wouldn't. I mean, I feel like that's the right spot for him.
I think it's a good spot.
Guys that I would consider.
I did see a lot of lists with him higher.
Like Pascal Siakam.
Yeah.
Like.
Where do you put healthy Zion?
Healthy Zion.
I'm talking 60 game Zion.
60 games.
Where do you think he plays?
Where
do you think he places? Because it's a.
I would put him.
It's a trade value season right now, and he's healthy.
Healthy. I'd put him at 13.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. If he plays, this dude could end up showing. This is a crazy take because he doesn't play a lot. If he were to play all those games, he could end up showing that he's the best player in the world. Dude, just with his size and dominance, he could literally be like this generation's Shaq if he actually played.
I guess, but I mean, I would still say guys like Jokic and Giannis are.
Yeah.
I mean, Giannis is more athletic than him, but I mean, not.
I'm excited to see that matchup.
Yeah, it's gonna be
insane.
It's gonna be cool to see
they're like the same player with different sizes.
He can back down Zion for sure.
Yeah.
He has enough weight on him.
Yeah, but not every time at all. It would be like a few times,
it's
maybe.
It's not that hard to back down.
And Zion's defense is crazy good, too.
Because, I mean, I could back down somebody that weighs 300 pounds.
Yeah.
It's not that crazy. You just have to.
But Zion's defense is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He is. I feel like even if dude, if Giannis gets past him,
the ball with both hands,
dude, yeah. If he's probably stronger than Giannis, and if he gets past, if Giannis gets past, Zion can literally just jump and block that shit if he wants to.
To be a muscular 310-pound person, you have to be extremely strong.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him.
Like, if Zion wasn't that athletic, he could have just went into like bodybuilding.
Oh yeah, for sure, easily. Like, it's just strongman stuff. Yeah, literally.
He could sit at 325 lean and be disgusting
if he wanted to. Yeah.
I mean,
he could even do that as a center if he wanted to.
You should do that just because it's not good for your knees.
You gotta stay athletic too.
And landing with 320 pounds on you.
Yeah.
And that's what messed him up the last time when he was sitting at 310.
Yeah, messed up his knees and ankles.
Jumping 40 feet, 40 inches up in the air.
40 feet was more accurate, honestly.
Have you ever seen the one like clip of
when they edit him jumping off?
And it's like LeBron jumping over the.
I hate that video. It's so stupid.
So funny, like the Fortnite building one.
That's one of my favorite ones.
So
the
funny,
Patrick
bro.
one.
The Patrick.
Blake Griffin, right? Or no, Larry Nance. There was one with Blake Griffin too. I think it was Patrick too. I think.
No, it was like a TIE fighter or something.
They always have terrible edits.
I don't know how they came up with that stuff they did.
I really don't know.
But I
forgot we're doing like our list quickly.
Oh yeah.
So, going in order from 25 to 1, my best NBA players this year go Zion, Jaren Jackson Jr., Domantas Sabonis, Brandon Ingram, Mikal Bridges, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Halliburton, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards, KD, AD, Dame, Shai, I don't even know. How do you pronounce it? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, LeBron, Jason Tatum, D-Book, Steph Curry, Embiid, unfortunately, at 4, Luka at 3, Giannis at 2, and Jokic at 1, just like the past 3 years.
Okay. So starting at 25, I have Bam Adebayo, Domantas Sabonis, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, Kawhi Leonard, De'Aaron Fox, James Harden, Paul George, Kyrie Irving, Ja Morant, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, LeBron James, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Luka, Joel Embiid, Giannis, Jokic.
Solid.
I felt like I was in
2017.
We got from 18 to
lots
16.
I know. We got lots of highlights out of that segment.
20 to 17. Kawhi. Or, no, I guess never mind. But James Harden, Paul George, Kyrie threw me back a little bit.
Oh, really? We got, like, at least 6 or 7 videos.